Every single thing we do on this planet creates waste. Everything. Everything humans touch, humans ruin. Period. That's a fact. But at the same time, sustainable living, I feel like it's the one thing that we all have control over. We all have control over what we eat, what we buy, what we waste, whether it's the clothes you purchase, whether it's the food you purchase, the packagings that come in, whether you put in the right recycling bin or not the right recycling bin. Somewhere along the way, you're making a lot of waste. You're creating trash that's not going to be recycled, that's just going to be sitting somewhere in the bottom of the ocean or on the top of the ocean at this point, somewhere there. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Vanessa, Nessa, Sessa, Yaya, V, all of the above, depending who you are. In today's video, as the title says, I am going to be telling you guys some zero waste swaps that I've made to limit the waste that I put out into the universe, your carbon footprint and all that jazz. And I'm not going to be talking about typical, I might have some typical things in here, but I'm not going to be talking about, let's say, reusable bags. I feel like that's a common one, or water bottles, getting rid of plastic water bottles, because I feel like that's also a common one that we all should already be practicing. So yeah, let's just jump right into the video. If you do like this content, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And just a little disclaimer, I am constantly trying to learn, I'm constantly trying to grow, I'm constantly trying to better myself, hopefully, as we all should be doing. And there's not a right way, there's not a one way that fits all when it comes to these type of things. Do your own research, and from my research, I've also learned that depending where you live, depending on your unique situations, the steps you might take to limit your waste is going to be completely different than the steps I take, because of the resources that's around me may not be the same resources you have around you. So keep that in mind. So let's jump right into it. The first thing that I want to talk about is getting rid of paper towels. And the reason why I want to talk about that one, because I feel like it's also basic, but yet it's not so basic, because I still know a lot of people that still use paper towel, just because we've been taught to use paper towel in a sense. Yeah, so I decided to get rid of my paper towels a couple of months ago, I think. And yeah, I just decided, I was already down to like the last roll. I decided to just use up what I had and just get rid of it completely, cold turkey. And in replacement of that, I've just been using, like, I got some cloth around that I use, and for napkins as well, because I got rid of that, I ordered this, I think it was a 6 or 8 pack towelettes that I got from Amazon, to use as napkins, because we don't always need to get paper napkins or paper towel to clean our mouths or clean our hands or hold our bowl, whatever the situation is. While we're in the kitchen area, I'm just gonna go ahead and touch base on my spray bottle and my all-purpose cleaner that I made, just so I can limit buying chemicals out there, because not only are you buying chemicals to spray around your food and your countertop, you're also buying those Lysol thing comes in those plastic bottles. If you just think of how many you buy constantly, and a lot of those ingredients that are in one all-purpose cleaner is typically in almost all those cleaners. They just change 1 or 2 ingredients. So for me, I decided to just start making my own all-purpose cleaner to just clean whatever. When it comes to cleaning mirrors, I've always just used water. You just spray water on there, use a wet towel, and then go in with a dry towel. That always gets my mirror pretty clean. So yeah, I got this spray bottle from Amazon. I also want to let you guys know that a lot of the things that I got when I decided to limit my waste were from the thrift store. These just happen to be some of the products that I ordered from Amazon. Because I did go to the thrift store first to find a spray bottle. I didn't find one in my liking. The idea of zero waste, or the idea of limiting your waste, is also limiting the purchases and stuff that you're making, because it can be very wasteful. So I just want to keep that in mind. You guys are gonna see that a lot of the things that I do have is recycled. I recycle a lot of what I use, a lot. So yeah, this is just vinegar poured into tangerines peeling, and I added some essential oil to it. That was it. Keep it clean, keep it simple. It does the job. While we're on the same topic, I am very big on Dr. Bronner's body soap. I love Dr. Bronner's body soap, and that was one of the things that I had to really think about on what I wanted to cut down in the beginning stages of this. And Dr. Bronner's body soap was just one of those things, because it comes in those really big plastic bottles, which I really wish it didn't come in that, or it came in something a little different. But my mom gave me this African soap that she got from the African store. I don't know what the name is called. It's just like a really huge whole soap. It comes wrapped in paper, and what I do with it is I just cut some and dissolve it in hot water, and I started using that as like my hand soap in my bathroom. So that's the idea. That's something you can do. It's in here. It works just as it reminds me of Dr. Bronner's soap, because it's very liquidy, but it's also very potent. So yeah. Now moving on to lotion. Before this whole pandemic started, I was trying to figure out what the best lotion option for me was gonna be, because for me personally, I love the Nivea body lotion, but I wanted to really see if there were better alternatives to that. So I was looking into Lush and Lush bars, and I was at the point where I was trying things out and seeing what worked for me. And I like their charity pot body lotion, mainly because I do know Lush recycle these, and you can take them directly back to the store, so I know that it's going to be recycled. So this was something that I started using, and I also got a mini one for my purse, because I need hand lotion everywhere I go. So but during this time, with everything that's going on, I just been using the Nivea lotion that I already had, that's in the tint aluminum tint can thing, because I know aluminum can always be recycled compared to plastics. That's what I use for body lotion now. That's been the swap that I've made. With all my gadgets that I have, like my iPad came in a box, things I order on Amazon that comes in a box, or things I order from other websites that comes in a box. A lot of the times I recycle those boxes as drawer organizers for me, and I just feel like it does the same thing. I usually cut the top off, and you can also use the lid of your boxes if you want to have small drawer organizers. I also use Apple phone boxes for my jewelry organizers, my belt organizers. Of course, I'm going to give you guys an overview of that. I think that's a great way that you can recycle boxes. I use those also in my in the hallway. It's not a kitchen, but where I can store my cans, goods, or different food, or organize my vitamins, those sort of things. Like, I always try and recycle boxes to that extent. So that's one way you can also use what you already have. One thing that I definitely want to touch on that I looked into, and I think is very major, is we all know that when it comes to limiting your carbon footprint, there's a lot that goes into it. There's so much that goes into it. When you start to look into it, you start to realize how wasteful we as society are. And one of the biggest thing that's so wasteful to this earth is fast fashion. So and I'm definitely part of that problem, and the way I try to limit that is by thrifting and trying to get my clothes secondhand. And I've always been the person that try to fix up something that's broken anyway, so I always did that unless the item was just beat up. I'm still in the process of doing research on what companies are a little bit more sustainable to the earth, to the planet, and not so damaging. I know regardless of what route you choose to go on, there's going to be some sort of waste that plays into it. Zero waste to me, I can't be 100% zero waste, but I can take little steps to limit. Yeah, and that's just one of the steps. I'm mad that I'm blocking Audrey Hopper, but she's back here. She's my favorite. So yeah, another big one that I want to touch on also, that I try to make a switch to, is buy my foods in bulk. Buy my foods in bulk. This is oatmeal, and whole oats, and I just try to go to Whole Foods before all of this. You know, we had other options, but it's my third yawning. Before all of this started happening, we had other options, but for right now, Whole Foods will do. So yeah, places like Whole Foods, I know for a fact you can go and you can take your own bags and stack up on your goodies. It limits plastic, and also buy in bulk is a lot better. And these are jars that I got from the thrift store. So I get these containers from the thrift store. I try to go to the thrift store first now to search for items that I'm looking for. If I can't find them, I usually go to multiple thrift stores. If I can't find them, then I'll try and buy an alternative elsewhere. So yeah, these were some containers that I got from the thrift store. Got sunflowers in here. I have a lot of these containers now that I keep different things in, but I just wanted to show you guys these two for now. Another swap that I made is cotton pads or cotton rounds. I used to get these cotton rounds from Rite Aid that I talked about in the past, that are really amazing. And what I have here are just the leftovers of what I had. Try to use what you already have in your home. I did get the reusable cotton rounds. I only bought one purchase of them, and I am gonna make the second batch of it. It's pretty easy to make. This is what it looks like, and I'm gonna use my sister's organic baby diapers that she had bought for her daughter that she didn't really use much of. So I'm gonna use those. I saw my sister doing them upstairs, which was brilliant. My sister Jasmine was doing them. And yeah, so you can make your own. These came with this little baggie. This baggie also, you can get them thrifted. I just keep these hanging up in my bathroom on a nail right by the sink. So every time I use a cotton round, I would just take the dirty one and just throw it right in here, because it's right there. That way it limits me from losing these things, and I haven't lost any yet because I just threw it right in here the second that I use it. Last change that I made for myself was I started paying attention to the bottles and containers that I was purchasing foods in, and now I just try to clean them out, clean the label off. It's very easy. You can just put it in some hot water and the label comes right off, and that way it allows you to reuse that bottle multiple times. Right now I have two really huge wine bottles that I use for waters, and I also use for weights during this time. If you watch my last workout video, you saw me using the wine bottle because I have water in there. So that's about the last thing that I wanted to talk about. That's it, guys. Honestly, I think we all just need to be a little bit more conscious, a little bit more mindful of our environment, about the planet we're on. Like, take care of it. You live here, just take a little bit more care of our home. So yeah, I'm just glad that I decided to take these steps. Like I said, these are like very little compared to the whole spectrum, the entire issue. There's so much that's going on, and I know this is just a little bit of that, but I'm also happy to be making the little changes in my life right now, and those little changes grows and become big changes down the line. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys were inspired by something from this video. If you do try something from this video, definitely let me know. Or if you guys have tips, actually, if you have some cool tips that people don't typically talk about, let me know down below in the comments. Or what's your favorite tip from this video? Comment down below and we can chat about it. Yeah, so I will catch you guys when I catch you. Stay humble, be safe, and yeah, bye guys.